Alan left a comment yesterday that said, I find myself really connected with Nice far more than the other teams you've assembled during this save. Everyone loves an underdog story. You're not wrong, Alan. You're not wrong. Folks, welcome back to Glory Hunter with me, DoctorBenjyFM. As he's right, I feel the same. This Nice side has got a little hold over me right now, and from all the teams we've been through, I've enjoyed my journeys through with all of them. It's been really interesting to play with the likes of Schouten at Valencia. Oh, you do remember me there, boss? Oh god. Yeah, no, I do remember. I just obviously I've got a new project now. Have you even tried to sign me or anything? No, I've not. You're very expensive, Schouten. You're on 200 grand a week, Schouten. Oh, so I am. Yeah, I've got a lovely swimming pool. Brilliant. Have you just come to brag about the swimming pool? But no, you think about the likes of Diego Inter as well, and some of the boys at Dortmund and Leipzig. It's been great, and the Arsenal team that I built was fantastic. But this is the first time, of course, playing now in Ligue 1 where we've got a real challenge on our hands. And I come with some bad news, viewers. It was inevitable. It was going to happen eventually, right? We lost a game. After the successes of last episode, the 3-3 draw against Strasbourg and the 2-1 victory over Paris Saint-Germain, we won a game 2-0. We were really happy with that. Of course, Yanchev and Ivanov, the dream team, those two, scoring again. A 1-0 defeat to Guingamp, though. That was the moment that finally it began to fall apart. Guri missed a penalty as well, so it hurts even more. Bounce back though, 4-2 win over Bordeaux, really, really good. And yeah, a lot of steel in that one. Two very, very late goals. They got an equaliser, and I thought, flipping it, we might even lose this at this rate. But yeah, Diallo with 2 goals, 89 and 94. When you consider he's our centre-back, not too bad at all. And yeah, it gave us another win, which is weird because the league table still stands pretty difficult for us to really move anywhere else other than 7th and 8th at the moment. Arsenanga's very, very similar with one another. Monaco and 48 are a little bit too far ahead at this stage. And again, I draw back to it so many times. It's the start of the season. That's the thing that got us. But of course, there's another target. Forget the season for a moment, or forget the league campaign for a moment, as the Cup semi-final is here today. We're playing Rennes. It should be really good fun. Auxerre to come after that as well to try and continue a little bit of league form. But this is our main focus. The French Cup semi-finals, where Lille will make FA's Nantes in the other one. It's going to be a ride. Let's introduce you to the team, although you're getting pretty familiar with them. So Dados, of course, will be in goal. Lucas Diallo, Uvarenko, and Lowe will be at the back. Lopez sits just in front with Yanchev and Bernard either side of him. Mikkel, Serena, Gori, and Ivanov will play as the 3. And this man here, people are raving about him. All of a sudden, he's coming to the fore. And someone made a really good point. You think about the likes of Cabaye and others that we've had in this role that haven't really performed. So far this season, he's done a pretty good job. 6 goals, 3 assists, 7.06. Was one of the slow starters this season and has really begun to pick up. And hopefully towards the back end of the year, with plenty more games to play as well, we may well see the very, very best of him and thinking into future seasons as well. And that's sort of where we planned with this squad. There are some golden oldies in there, right? The likes of Gurley, the likes of Pellegrini, but the reality is this is a very, very young side, and yeah, lots to be excited about. You look at all the players there in sort of the top half, we're going to see them more and more. If I can get Lowe back as well, that's tremendous. In fact, think about that now, Ben. Can we do it now? Can I get him now? They might use him next season. I kind of really want him back. All right, then, let's go into the game, though. The record is very, very similar between the two sides. Rennes this season are 12th in Ligue 1, so that by no means are they a pushover. Pascal Gross as well, of course, you might remember him at Brighton, is currently their manager. And they've got the captain, Jackie Saki. I mean, so much to love about it. Probably said Sachi and not said Jackie Saki, but it wouldn't be me, would it? A few people have been asking about the tactic as well. The key thing, I would say, is playing on a low tempo and having your midfielders set slightly wider. Playing wide, but playing a diamond, that's been the key to all of this. I think I mentioned it last episode, but that's the basis, really. Working those triangles then, as we play against a 4-2-3-1, which could cause us quite a few problems. Marek up front is not a great finisher, but very, very pacey, great dribbling ability. We're going to have to keep an eye on him. But the form that we've been in, I know the one thing we've learned, viewers, throughout the time managing this side, and you've seen it in plenty of videos, we are hard to beat. We are very hard to beat. I say that we have lost recently, but you know what I mean. You get what I'm saying. If I can knock off, because the league is the bigger challenge in my opinion, if I can knock off the French Cup in the first season with Nice, this would be outrageous. And we've beaten some big boys along the way as well, so this is exciting. 20 minutes gone. It's been a predictably slow start by both sides as we try and feel our way into the game, as there's a chance put in there. Their first chance hits the bar as well. We've got to be a little bit more alert than that, boys. That might give them a bit of confidence as well. First sight on goal. I've demanded a little bit more with half an hour gone. And every goal is so important now, of course. The winner of this goes to the final and will probably, in all odds, will face Lille, who are Very good. Mikel Torreira so far booking. This is the biggest game of the careers of some of these boys, I would imagine. But at half-time, we're having one of these again. All right, let's go calm with them. You know, we can get a goal. Time for everyone to dig in. I'm going to keep the calm attitude actually throughout this team talk because I think that's probably what helps them. Try and sell them down a little bit. Again, big game. Let them know there's pressure, but not loads of pressure. Our passing in the middle's been really, really good. Passing at the back's been a little bit wayward, and especially going forward as well. We might try and consider changing something in regards to that then. That thing might be just going cautious for the first sort of 20 minutes of the second half and just seeing if we're a little bit safer with the ball and try and find those openings, and then maybe later on we can get a little bit more creative. But yeah, I mean, so far, gang, this is highlightless. There's been 3 yellow cards. We've not even seen any of those. As the time ticks away, there's 25 minutes to go, and I love Mikel Torreira. I worry the fact that he's on a booking, and I've got Teixeira on the bench, who is ready and willing to have an impact in this game. The thing is, and this is my fault, he's not really fit to play quite yet. Gory's not having a good game either. That might be the switch I actually make. I might bring him on in that sort of deeper lying role. He can definitely play it. He's got all the attributes to play that sort of position. Left-footed, though, that might be a concern. But the thing is, Ivanov's left-footed as well. Well, unless I change these 2 around maybe and play it like that. That might be, but then the finishing of Mikel Torreira, but then he's right-footed, and I think that's probably a better thing for us. Great teamwork. That's the play I'm going to make. Keep the energy up front. Gory's going to come off. I'm taking off my experience, and we're going for youthful exuberance, and now we have a highlight, viewers. Of course we do. Something's happened. This is why Ben doesn't make changes, as Brunette's on it. Plays it back to Messina now. If he can get past his man, can put a delivery into the box. Lowe does brilliantly, though. Wins it back, and then, I thought we were going to lose it. Diallo lashes it clear, thankfully for us, but it's still going to be Ren who get back on the ball, and having played this cautious style, I've already concluded, based on the fact, just seeing this highlight really, and seeing them come into the game, having more possession, we are going to start to play not unbalanced, in fact, a more positive way of playing, trying to force opportunities. Hopefully, Ren don't score from this one, as they're coming forward on this right-hand side, ball played in to the back post, and headed just clears. A penalty! It's a penalty! I can't believe it. Diallo's fouled him. It's not even gone near those two, as, well, Marek's got a big chance to put them in the lead, and does. And goodness me, a penalty. That's not the way you want this to go down, Benny boy. Flipping heck. The most frustrating of circumstances, as that penalty's been knocked in. I'm not going to go positive. I'm going to go attacking. We're going to demand more. And you can see just how wide our fullbacks are sitting here, with midfielders there to offer a hand. Yanchev. We've seen nothing. The thing is, we've seen no highlights. We've seen nothing so far. We've had 1 shot on target, but maybe now we're going to start playing on the front foot. As that ball forward is cut out, though, we do pick it up. Bernard and Teixeira working their magic, and Teixeira hopefully will play off a little bit of adrenaline, a little bit of instinct, as he's not really fully fit. As Mikel Torreira there, a massive chance, and the keeper scrambles it away. God, dear me, I might make a move that is going to look ridiculous, but I've just brought him on. Oh, I feel like I want more natural width, and that might be the way to break this down. All right, Teixeira, I'm so sorry. His family are here today, viewers. This is awful. I'm going to try maybe change up the way in which we're attacking, focus things a little bit more down the left, try and overlap, try and overload on that side a little bit, playing Torreira behind Ivanov. We've not got long to go. It's the move I'm going to make, though. This is a bit brave. Tausian's coming on as the game is just disappearing away from us here, gang. I don't necessarily think there's a way back in. What a run this has been. I mean, I hope there's still a moment for us. Attacker's going to come on, a little bit of change up in personnel. Is there going to be a late moment for us, viewers? It doesn't look very likely. A penalty. A penalty is what decides it. Of course, playing in 2 dimensions, we didn't even see it. Let's check. Let's have a look at it. Let's figure out. There wasn't very many highlights. Let's look at it in 3 dimensions. What happened? It better be a penalty. I'll tell you that now, viewers. All right, so they're working the ball over on this side, and the incident happens in the centre. I think it's Diallo that causes the foul. I'll slow it down. I might be a bit cross in a minute, viewers, or it might be really blatant as the ball's put in. Viewers. The thing that's baffling about it is that I initially thought it was from this cross that was put in. So I'm watching it here and I'm thinking, it's not even touching him. It's the header back across that he's never getting to, and Diallo just shoves him over. And that's the game right there. That's knockout football. I guess that is knockout football. So stupid from Diallo. So stupid. Was a hero in the last game I played, and has now done that, and I'm deflated, viewers. I'm far from pleased. I mean, the team overall didn't play great, but that to be the moment in a game, we know we play a passive style, like, very frustrating. And I'm sure something will be said for the changes that I made to bring him on and take him off. I don't know, I just feel like we have to maybe change the focus of our attacks, so we have to change things around. Goodie's having an interesting season because, of course, he's got that experience. He has scored goals for me this year, but I don't know, I had to change things up. If I'd made any decisions this season, actually, and this is important to talk about, I would have probably bought another pacey striker to bring on that would have made a more logical option. Of course, we've got Pellegrini, but that's not really what we need. Abe being on the bench there might have been a better option. He's got a little more pace. He's not explosive pace, though. He's just sort of steady pace, if anything. And Garnier was unavailable. He's got, again, decent pace, not great acceleration, but he wasn't even available for the bench. And that hamstrung us a little bit. I assume Teixeira will be able to play both those roles. Disappointing. You can tell, can't you? I'm a little bit, it was close. And that's a bit of a mess, to be honest. All right, we'll play again in the league. Auxerre, let's get it again. Let's hope these boys can bounce back. And again, try and maybe push for those European places. Our season, by and large now, if I'm going to be honest about it, is kind of over because, of course, we know that we're not going to finish that much higher. I feel like we are very much connected to this team already. So I do want to keep playing with them and seeing what we do. In terms of episodes, though, it's kind of interesting because there's quite a lot of games to go and not that much on the line. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I think what you'll say is what I'm about to say. Play it by ear, see if we get towards Europe. If we are getting closer, then bring you that action. Yeah? Good. I feel like we know each other. I feel like I know what's going on with these. Was anyone else disappointed watching that? Let me know if you feel already a little bit like, are you annoyed at Diallo? I'm annoyed at Diallo. All my fullbacks, three of my fullbacks have just got injuries, by the way. Going into this game against Auxerre, three of them. Jamal Lewis has got a knock. Theo Lucas has got a knock. And I also lost, where is he? Low as well. So I don't know what's about to happen here. Typically, one of them's out with blisters. So that's the phone call. Auxerre are down there. 17th. This has got to, even with the fullback situation, this has got to be a win, right? Did Lille win there? If Lille didn't win, I'm going to feel absolutely sick, viewers. Did they win this? They did. They beat Nantes 3-0. They destroyed them. I find myself looking out for Monaco games now, just in case. All right, the boys at the back have got a few issues. Samasi's going to have to come in on one side. It's the left side that's a bigger concern, though. I don't even know what the right option is. Jamal Lewis has got this injury. He's not quick as it is, and now he's got a tight calf. It's a bit of a concern. I think the fact his overall condition is slightly better means that I'll start him, and there's a very good chance that Lowe will actually come on and feature at some stage. What an absolute mess at the back here. Goodness me. I should say I've got Recalde, but he's more of a winger than a right back, although it does sort of say he can play right back. He can't. Worth noting, I didn't buy Recalde. They did for 4.4 million. I think based on the money that he's on, he's probably going to be leaving this summer if someone will have him. In fact, Ben, I know this is a weird time to do it, but just offer him out now. See if anyone wants him. All right, team-wise, you know the rest of it then. The midfield and the attack stay exactly the same as the defence has had a little bit of a tweak. Diallo, please don't do anything stupid. Thank you. In fact, you're getting benched for that. And Ngoma's coming in. I'm cross, viewers. I'd rather play a not fully sharp Ngoma than a man that has let me down. And that's a lesson to the rest of the squad. You make mistakes for me, you're out. Now, Auxerre playing a very defensive formation, really. 2 up front, but of course, this sort of 5 and then 3. It's very Italian. You'd probably think I respect it, viewers. I don't. Not at this point in the league. It'll be interesting because we'll have a lot of play, especially probably like Lopez is going to have a lot of the ball in that defensive midfield role. I don't really know what they're thinking here, gang. I don't know what the logic is here. We're already very boring. They're trying to make it worse. Trying to out-boring me. Oh, I'm not happy about that, viewers. It's not very nice. Hey, a win today, though, and the conversation starts to happen. Maybe, I don't know, maybe. I mean, are we getting closer to these European spots? Yes. Is it going to be possible? Probably not. We've lost 7 games all season. So, I mean, I think we talked about it yesterday. Like, I lost 5 at the start. So, the idea that we could have been higher up this league table seems positive. The first halves have not been good today, viewers. If you enjoyed the action, I feel like the story here in this save is far more exciting than the action. Maybe I should have been passionate with them last game as well. Just assessing my performance now, viewers, really. All right, Jamal Lewis is still out there. I think bringing Low on, like in terms of conditioning and match preparation, I think it's probably okay to make that switch. I just think Low gives me a completely different dynamic. He's got, as I said, viewers, he's got blisters, so not really bothered about his blisters. Lucas on the other side, again, another consideration. We could bring him on sort of now, and then we're back at a full strength side. We're having a terrible time of it creating anything right now, and I wouldn't normally do this, viewers, but considering they're worse than us, let's keep it short of passing, but let's up the tempo significantly and see if we can maybe start popping the ball around a little bit more. I mean, are we really going to have a 1-0 defeat to a penalty and a 0-0? Like, there's something to be said about this Nice side, right? We don't lose a lot of games. We're hard to beat. But what are we watching, viewers? Against the better sides, this is quite fun, and it's funny actually. Viewers, it's not just fun; it's funny. Against Yanchev, this is a lovely moment for you to score a screamer, mate. And it's still on slow motion. It's going towards goal, viewers. It's saved. I mean, it made a lot of what it is. To be fair, we're having so little highlights, we may as well watch them in slow motion. We've got a corner very late towards the end of the game. Yanchev had a free kick, a chance, viewers. At least we saw something. As he's going to now swing this in, is he? I've sped it up. There we go. Ball played in, front post, and Vrenko gets it on target. I've still played balanced against a side that... yeah, you're right. I'm reading the comments now. I can see it. Yeah. Why are you playing balanced against a side that are down the bottom of the league? Yeah, it's a good point. It's a very, very valid point. Viewers, I've got good news. This isn't over yet. Mikel Torreira is racing forward on that side, little Mikel, into Bernard now, and maybe this game isn't quite done yet. Yanchev over to low. I think he's just onside, puts it back into the centre. Guri's there, and scores, does he? Does it count? Have we done it again? We are horrendous. We are a horrible bunch, and I love us so much. It's a 1-0 win so late on. I thought after that free kick, after that corner, there was nothing to be had. Low comes on. I feel now vindicated in that decision. Good choice, Ben. Ball played in. Guri there. Great finish. Why would you ever take him off in a cup semi-final? Valid criticism. Oh, man, I've bottled that semi-final, haven't I? Big time. Oh, I've got to be honest with myself. It's full time here. Another win. 90th minute. We love a late goal. We did it in a couple of games ago against Bordeaux. Now we're doing it against Auxerre. It's good. It's very good. Not a high-scoring team, but 3 points behind Monaco. Let's just see how they do against Strasbourg. I suspect they'll beat them. We may as well take a quick look at it, though, just to be sure that we might be... I want to see if we're in the conversation, viewers, as the results are coming in here. We're not quite in the conversation, but now, you can see Marseille there. They've drawn with Lyon, and maybe, just maybe, there's a little chance of us getting in there. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, viewers. I hope the connection to Nice for you is as strong as it is for me, and I'll see you again very soon for a whole lot more. Tomorrow, 5 PM, you know the drill. I'll see you for it. We love you with care. Goodbye. This is a weird... I'm so frustrated, but at the same time, I've just won a game.